about this fantastic Greek tetradrachm you have right here.
This is a very unusual piece, Charles. I've been looking at various tetradrachms or tetradrachmas from the Greek period for a while, and one of the series that fascinates me is the Seleucid kings, which are those individuals, emperors, that took over after Alexander. They broke his area or his territory into all different parts. One of the first of these rulers or usurpers to take over the area is Seleucus I. And he reigned in around 312 to 281 BC. One of the first of the guys to take over that area. They were all fighting and doing a lot of infighting, but he happened to be one of the more successful ones. About circa 305 BC, this coin in particular is believed to have been struck with either an effigy of him, or it's been debated that it might actually be Alexander the Great himself. On the obverse is a wonderful helmeted version of what some scholars actually would call Alexander the Great. Others would say this is actually Seleucus Nicator himself. It's debatable, since there are no real true images. There is a likeness to Alexander. It has a excellent leopard skin helmet with bull horns, a really high relief profile, and jaw and neck plates right here. Excellent example. And on the reverse is the winged Nike holding up trophies from the various victories that Seleucus Nicator had in around 305 BC. The value of this coin is very interesting. A year ago, CNG sold one for almost $95,000. A little bit better quality, but the quality, I think, in comparison, is actually the centering of the coin, and that's about it. This one is about $20,000.
So Lance, as founder and co-president of Wings, you see an amazing array of world coins.
Yes.
What do you have to show for us today at the Fun Show that really is spectacular?
Well, I have the #1 registry set of 50 pesos, which people can think it's kind of bullion related, but they're really rare and high grade. And the 1943 is the lowest vintage, and it's a 1-year type. And there are 367s. One is in my set, one I sold in an auction, and the other one is right here.
And how does this issue typically come?
Usually come baggy, with a lot of bag marks, not so nice, but they're prevalent in uncirculated. But to get it 65 or better is a find. A 67, the population is 3 coins. And this is one of the 3. I have the other one, and I sold the other one.
So is that a population of 3 from both grading services?
Yeah, PCGS has none in 7. NGC has 3. This one.
So tell me about this particular issue.
Well, it was made in 1943, and it's the only year with the 50 peso where they didn't put 50 peso. They put 3.7.5 grams of oro puro. Instead of 50 peso, the denomination, they put the weight of the pure gold.
So we're with noted auction cataloger and Americana expert and fellow Wahoo.
That's right.
John Kraljevich, who has a very unique collecting theme here of counterstamps he's going to tell us about.
That's right. We got 3 coins here, all of which are American coins struck at the U.S. Mint, but later struck by merchants with counterstamps. The thing I love most about counterstamps, I sort of draw the parallel with stickers on a steamer trunk. They show where the coin's been, in addition to advertising a merchant or a political theme or something like that from the bygone era. And the 3 that I happen to have arranged here, it just dawned on me moments before you came up here that I had counterstamps that represent alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
So you got the ATF triptych.
The ATF trio, exactly. You know, it's sort of the Vice set, I guess. You know. Over.
Yep.
So the 3 counterstamps we have here, the first one is a advertising piece for beer. beer pieces are very popular. People like beer tokens, beer counterstamps, or other alcohol-related counterstamps are likewise very popular. So this one's an 1875 Seated Liberty $half mark drink Feigenspans lager. It was a local brewery in Newark, New Jersey, active in the last decade or two of the 19th century. The coin's well worn. It obviously saw a lot of hands and probably bought a couple of beers along the way as well.
Great.
So a neat, effective advertising method for that brewery. The next piece is a very rare piece. It's 1871 Seated Liberty dollar. Dollars with counterstamps are very rare in a general sense, and specifically this is the only known dollar that's been marked to advertise Shattuck cigars, which were marketed out of Massachusetts. Brunk, the noted cataloger of countermarks, Gregory Brunk, lists 4 pieces with this mark, and this is the only seated dollar known advertising Shattuck cigars. And the last piece I think is the most exciting. It's a large cent. Large cents are very collectible with counterstamps, but this particular one was countermarked Wilson and Evans, San Francisco. So it's from Gold Rush era San Francisco, marked in the mid-1850s by Wilson and Evans, which was a firm of gunsmiths and gun retail merchants selling things like Derringers to Gold Rush pioneers in the Bay Area in the 1850s. So this large cent we know was circulating right alongside of things like territorial gold. So it's unusual to find a Gold Rush era countermark. It's more unusual to find them on a large cent, and this is the only known specimen. It's completely unlisted. New discovery.
So Anthony, not only do you have a cool coin to show us, but it's actually in a privately made box that you don't really see very often. This is something that was distributed by a prominent collector to his friends, and I've never seen one of these in person, so you can tell me about it.
Well, Colonel E.H.R. Green was a very influential man. His mother was the Wicked Witch of Wall Street, and Colonel Green is also known for his huge pornographic collection.
Among other things.
Among other things, yes, he collected many things. But he was so influential that he had 50 of the 3-piece sets made. So you had coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And he had them put into this box with silver foil, and he gave them to special friends of his. He also had a single coin giveaway housing the Denver Mint coin, which also said compliments of E.H.R. Green within it.
And these were all the 35s.
These were the 35 coins struck at the Denver Mint, and they all have this semi mirrored surface to it. I wouldn't call it proof-like. I wouldn't call it semi-proof-like, but close to semi-proof-like. And he would, as I say, he gave those out.